Tuesday. Now, tonight, probably not going to go real long. I am whipped. It's been a long weekend. We got through the F&E Collector Auto Auction successfully last weekend, getting loose ends tied up from there. Just been a lot of stuff going on. And I'm hoping by tomorrow, I'm starting to get back into a somewhat normal groove. We got a lot of stuff done out there yesterday. I started getting some stuff caught up today. I got a lot of stuff shipped today, including some of your guys' shipments, but from Sunday night stuff. But overall, as far as tonight goes, I'm pretty tired. We're going to get you a few more cans. With the last couple of weeks we have been on, we skipped last week because of the auction. But a few weeks back, we started working on some cans. Peter from Down Under's here. Pete is on. So, but like I told you guys several weeks ago, I bought a reason we went out on this deal was we were after a Black Phantom, which we did get bought. Austin made it. Kevin L's here. But we got a lot of great cans while we were there when we picked up the Black Phantom. We still haven't shared the Black Phantom with you. We do need to do that. But tonight, like I said, I'm tired. We're going to check out a few more of these cans, primarily some Delco and some GM stuff. And then probably going to wrap it up tonight so I can get back in the office, get a little more paperwork done before I call it a night. So anyway, let's get into this box of cans, check out a few more of the GM and Delco pieces, and see how the evening goes. We'll start off with a quart on a Delco piece from the 60s. Hey, there's Bill Disc. Steve made it tonight. This one's actually dated 9 of 66 on this particular can. And this is kind of something a little bit different. I don't know about that, Pete. I don't know if that Johnny Carson stuff. I mean, I appreciate the comments, but I don't think I'm quite at that caliber. A little lower than that. But what's different about this can that we don't see a lot of it is specifically transmission. Now, if you guys are familiar with a lot of GM new old stock parts, or if you were a tech back in the day, you know that transmission stuff, whether it was a box, a can, a lot of the packaging was a dark kind of olive green. And that's what is kind of unique about this particular can. Delco automatic transmission fluid in that olive green, just like you saw on a lot of the transmission packaging. Like I said, whether it was cans, boxes, a lot of the transmission parts came in this color scheme back in the 60s. This particular can, it is dented over here on the side. It does have black on the back side of it. That's where we saw that date we just looked at from 1966. Buick Man made it. We see the seam over here, so we know this is an actual metal quart. And it is brand new. Still full. Hasn't been punched on the top, hasn't been punched on the bottom. Still full of almost 60-year-old Type A ATF transmission fluid. So it's a good-looking can. I haven't cleaned it, I haven't polished it. Just, this is exactly as I found it. Good colors on it. John's here. Wall DC made it back. Wake up stopping by tonight. So kind of a neat piece. Something a little bit different that you don't see specifically in the automatic transmission color scheme. And we can kind of compare and contrast from the last episode a couple of weeks ago as well. Balin Wire made it when we had the old Hydromatic quart. And then obviously with the Delco from the 60s automatic transmission fluid. Both new old stock, both full. So, Let's check out a few more GM cans. Some little cans that are pretty common that we see a lot of, but we don't really see in GM. That's what's kind of unique about this. A lot of us are familiar with the household oil. In fact, they still make the 3-in-1 oil, I think, in a metal can, a small rectangular, household oil cans, sewing machines, door locks, things like that. But we don't really see it a lot specifically with a major auto manufacturer. That's what's so great about this little can. GM Accessories General Use Oil. Now these are the small cans just like the household oilers that we've looked at. We've sold some on auctions. We've shared with a lot of you guys. Early can with the yellow, black, and red. I don't know if there's a date on this or not. Made in the USA for General Motors. You all right there, Pete? Has a little spout on top. Like I said, these were a common household oiler. It even still has a little bit in it. So, yeah, it does kind of look like a lead top, actually. It is a metal spout on top of that one. So not something you see very often. Like I said, this is exactly as I found it. I have not cleaned it. I've not washed it. I've not polished it. I've not waxed it. That's exactly how I found it, and it's really a good-looking can. And like I mentioned, these are exactly the same as the household oilers. 4 inches high. Oh, that's sweet. Well, Hudson one like this. So something you didn't see very common by the manufacturers, but kind of a neat can. The Hudson one would be super cool. Hey, Leo stopped by tonight. An ideal lubricant, and there again, this is a GM can. An ideal lubricant for vacuum cleaners, fishing tackle, washing machines, bicycles, ironing machines, electric fans, lawnmowers, locks, sewing machines, firearms, light machinery, roller skates, small motors, and hinges. All that specifically listed there. I don't know if you guys can make that out or not, but specifically all those uses on the back. And then that's what happened, Jim. Everybody threw them away. So kind of a neat, different piece. Another really cute little GM can. And this thing is small. This can is only 2 1/4 in diameter and 2 inches high. So it's little. On this GM Accessories water-based valve grinding compound. Look at this little dude. Has kind of a big opening on the top. I mean, literally the opening is almost the size of the can. Four ounces. Information on the back. That's a great point, John. I hadn't thought of that. It gives you all those uses, but nowhere to say don't drink it. They didn't have to actually put that on the can. Don't drink the oil. There goes the hearts. Awesome, guys. So this is just a really cute little dude. I mean, there you can kind of get an idea of the size of the valve grinding compound. And let me check something here. Has directions on it. Apply a small portion of compound to the face of the valve and grind in usual manner until a perfect seat is obtained. Then wipe off all of compound with wet cloth. If too thick, add a little water. Okay? So those are the directions. Once again, Nowhere does it say, do not eat the valve grinding compound because it's not good for you. They literally did not have to put that on the can. Let's catch one more can tonight. We'll probably wrap it up. And I have not cleaned this one yet. It's pretty dirty. Actually, I should clean it a little bit. On this Delco brake lube. This is a completely different looking can. Neil's here. Jim remembers them. Delco brake lube from the Marine Products Division. This can in blue and white. Used for lubricating any metal or metal frictional contact within the brake, such as between the brake shoes and the backing plates. Delco brake lube. This also a metal can. We can see the seam on it over here. Lubra plate. Directions, which once again does not have to tell you to not eat the brake lubricant. On the Delco brake lube can. And like we looked at to begin with, a great cap on the top of this one. So anyway, guys, that could be true, Pete, but you guys were too focused on trying to kidnap Heather. That's another good point. Well, not even a phone number for poison control. Not wake up. These are ones that I'm keeping unless I start going through some of my other stuff and find duplicates. If I do happen to find duplicates, they'll end up on Sunday night. So I'll take your word for that, Bill. JP stopping by tonight. So anyway, like I said, guys, we'll probably go ahead and cut it a little bit shorter tonight. There's a few more cans in the box. We'll have to push those off until next week. But like I said, I'm pretty whipped. It's been a long 10 days, but we got through it. We still got some cars to ship out, but it's coming together, and everything went as it should. Just got to get these last few cars shipped out and get things wrapped up. But anyway, glad you guys made it by tonight for a bit. Hope you enjoyed the cans. Glad you liked them, Peter. What else is coming up? Tomorrow night, I don't even remember what video we got coming tomorrow night, but I do know on Friday night, the public video will be that Continental Mark II. You won't want to miss that. That's right, Austin. So the public video Friday night, coming up Friday, will be the Continental Mark II. I've been telling you about that car for several months. Bought it like 5 months ago. Finally have the video ready to go. So you guys are definitely not going to want to miss Friday night's video. So, oh yeah, definitely, Jim. Hey, Dan from Defiance, totally VW here. But anyway, so that will be coming up Friday. We'll get some more members videos up tomorrow and Friday night. Like I said, we'll get back on a normal schedule on videos after, you bet, Wall, after last week where we just put some auction stuff up and made it through. So it was great to see some of you guys last weekend that did manage to catch it. Mark it down for next year. Hope to see some more of you here for the F&E Collector Auto Auction. Hey, there's Frank. And we'll get, hopefully next Tuesday, I'll kind of be at least somewhat back with it so that we can have a little bit better Toy Tuesday put together. But just ran out of time, ran out of hours, and ran out of energy this week. But anyway, appreciate you guys stopping by. Glad you enjoyed the GM cans. Stay tuned, more cool stuff coming up, and we hope to see you all right back here 7:30 Sunday evening for some Sunday night live chat. Austin is definitely planning on coming back next year. That's awesome. Glad to hear. And like I said, everybody says it's a great time. Everyone that's been here says it's a good time. All the nobodies that were here this year had a great time. And that's the whole purpose of doing it, is everybody enjoying themselves and having a good time, checking out a bunch of cool irons. So there goes the hearts. With that, we're going to wrap. I'm going to get back to the office, try to get a little bit of work done. Thanks for stopping by tonight. Appreciate it. Stay tuned. More cool stuff coming up this week. We sure hope to see you all right back here, 7:30 Sunday night, for some Sunday Night Gearhead Interactive Live Chat. And remember, we are giving away that Tonka tow truck Sunday night. So if you're not in the big Buick oil can, be sure to get in there this week for the drawing Sunday night. We will give away the Tonka truck. We'll give away another small toy as well as entries into next month's raffle. So you definitely do not want to miss that. Anyway, thanks for being here tonight, guys. We will see you Sunday. Stay tuned for more new videos coming up, and have a great week, everybody.